Hello, everyone. My name is Crow, and this is Uncharted Expeditions. This is episode 11. So we're going to get started today. My plan is to do a bit more with Embers Rekindled. So if you recall, a couple episodes ago, we set up this Ember boar, and you can actually see it's working. What we need to do is we feed it some kind of coal or charcoal, and then it produces um, this ember grit, ember crystals, and ember shards. And this is kind of like the fuel source for embers rekindled. So I'm just going to grab yeah, I'm going to just grab like a stack of each. Yeah, I'll grab a stack of each thing, just because I will need some of it for crafting some of these other things. Um, but in order to get really into embers, it's kind of like a magic slash tech mod. And so what we need to do is we need to make a bunch of these machines with the ultimate outcome going to be Dawnstone. We're going to have to make this in this mixer. And Dawnstone is frost steel and molten copper together into make Dawnstone. And then we'll have to like turn it into like plates or nuggets or ingots. And then these Dawnstone ingots, this is what's going to kind of allow us to um, progress into further things. So this pack adjusted a lot of the recipes, especially for things like sophisticated storage and backpacks and stuff. Instead of having like a regular iron, gold, diamond tier, it's like regular copper, silver. I think this requires silver. Yeah, silver, dawnstone, and then enderium. So it kind of sidestepped like the vanilla progression and made it so that you have to um, go into these different mods. Like this is the thermal series, this is Embers, and then the silver is the thermal, but it doesn't require machines. So we're gonna have to get deep into Embers. Is the long and short of it. Is getting into Embers. Um, Unfortunately, what that means is I have to do a little bit more crafting and I have to hop into just a little bit of thermal series because I need to make an arboreal extractor. And I'll show you what I mean here. Um, so I will need, maybe I'll make 2 of these. And 2 buckets. So I just need glass and planks. Should have a bunch of planks. I think I have a little bit of glass over here too. Perfect. Great. So the arboreal extractor is what's going to allow us to get latex. So latex is used to make marine fabric for when we do eventually want to create the diving suit and then upgrade to the depth chest plate. That's going to allow us to have infinite oxygen underwater. But it's also used to make rubber. And rubber, if we smelt it down, becomes cured rubber. And this is how we're going to make um, like the reservoir, the capacitato. That's the important one because I need to make a capacitato in order to make a copper cell. And this is what's going to hold the ember energy. I need latex. Looks like jungle it is because I have no rubber wood. And you can get like resin and I think sap is another one. Sap, yeah. So, but jungle log, jungle it is. All right. And we can see that it is currently producing. So we'll get that started. I believe that you can like supercharge it using, yeah, so I see it use that bone meal. And so now it's going to go faster. You can also get like, I think Phytogrow will speed things up a little bit. But this is, and you can also make like the augments in here that will speed things up. If I really wanted to, I could make like some kind of, figure out some kind of tank, I guess, and see if I could pipe it around to combine these two. But this is going to be, I mean, it'll make it in by the time I'm ready for it, probably. So, okay, next. Okay, so let's put away all the planks. Okay, so what we also need is Ember alloy, and I'm gonna need like 40 of these things, and each recipe makes 2. So I need to make, I guess, I'll probably just do like half a stack of each of these things. That'll give me a stack of the alloys, which should be enough for the time being. So I got the grit. I need half a stack of regalium, clogram, and glitter kelp. Regalium? I mean, I might as well. If I have, I don't have clogram. Do I? I do not. Oh, I do have. Okay. And then the glitter kelp. I guess, I mean, I got the resources, so I might as well do it. And I need glitter kelp. Did I already have some? I have 19. Almost. Okay. I got a stack. Okay, I got a stack. All right, and then actually, while we're here, I'll go ahead and show you some more. So we had the bottom of our, I'm calling it the hub. And so what I did is there's no elevator in the pack, right? So what I did is I used these warp pipes and I just put one down here and then one up top. And so that way I can just shift and pop up between the two of them. And then I went and I cleared out the rest of this water. I mean, it didn't take that long, just like a bunch of sand. And um, I did have a couple sponges just from my aquatic entangler down there. And I also added another building here. So I have a little bit of a workspace down here as well. So. And it's got like a little bit of a kind of shape up there. And then I also have a smaller cylindrical room over here, kind of like a little silo. I put a feral flare lantern over there. I think we saw it. And so this should like put invisible light sources around here. So. Okay. Okay, so that means that all these things together are going to throw in a mixer and it needs to be heated and it will create the Ember alloy. 2, 3, 4, and then I just gotta heat this guy. It'll take a little bit to, because it needs a little bit of each one. There we go. Hey, this is my Embers box here. All right, so that means we got almost a stack of these Ember alloys. I think I can uncraft these things. Yes, I can. Okay. Ember activator. So this is what's going to create the Ember. I need some Caminite bricks. Melter. Ember receptor. I need another. Okay, Ember emitter. And then Ember receptor. I will need a copper cell. Oh yeah, that's going to need the potato. Stamp base, I'll need some. Stamp base. Stamper, I need a press and a blister bomb. That's going to need a block iron. As a casing, shaft, and block of iron. And then I think I have a blister bomb over here as well. Perfect. Yeah, it's the stamper. I'm going to need fluid extractor and fluid pipes. Oh, I do need this. And then fluid extractor, I need one Caminite plate. Fluid extractor. I should probably make a couple of those. We need 5 more frost steel. Frost steel plates. Okay, I don't know if I'll get into the alchemy pedestal, beam cannon. I don't know if I'll get into that today. That's going to require me to have the Dawnstone already crafted. But we'll see. Ah, didn't use another coal. Shoot, oh well. Okay, let's dump off all of my create stuff. Okay, so we're gonna set this up in the hub here. And what I'd like to do is I'm gonna have like these 4 corners be kind of like different areas that we build or work in. So I think I'll build this stuff over here. And basically what I'm gonna need to do is I need to a bit, pop this guy down, and this is going to take all these ember pieces, those ember shards, and consume them like a furnace, and then release the energy. Um, the way that it's going to do that is it's going to spit out ember, and it's going to spit them out through these emitters. I'll just stick one on top. This is really fast. It's going to spit it out over through the top, and then up top here I'll have one of these ember, the copper cells, and that will be kind of like my power source. Okay, so I just popped over here, picked up some latex, and each bucket of latex gets me 3 rubber. So I actually got, it's actually producing quite fast. So I got basically a bucket out of each one, and they're almost full for another bucket again. So I do need to make sure I go and smelt these guys though. All right. And then I will need a potato. Capacity, so I need lead, some redstone. Have I even cooked any lead yet? I don't think I have. So, okay. So now I can make a capacitato. And I'll throw this with all my thermal stuff. And I do need some bricks. There's what, 3 bricks? 4 bricks. And then for the alloys. And I got a ton of the alloys. Which means that since I can create that capacitato now, I do have a way of moving around some RF once I actually start generating it. Okay, so let's go on down to the Ember area here. All right, and okay, so Ember activator is going to go there. Oh, that's right. The Ember emitter is going to go here. Can I not go on top of this again? Oh, you need to be centered. All right. My copper cell is going to go here. And where's my receptors? Okay. So now what's going to happen is I'll do this and this. And so now when this generates Ember, it'll shoot it straight into here. Grit doesn't actually make any Ember as far as I'm aware. And here we go. You can make Ember dials. I did have to make one for the quest. So, okay, and this has 3,800 Ember on it. So this is set to push up to here. It does need a redstone signal to activate though, and so now it's going to charge up here. I'm probably just going to throw all these shards in here. Because remember, these shards are just basically coal from down below in the Ember bore, so it's not probably worth it to really be stingy on these things. And so now we have Ember coming in. Okay, so while this is making all the energy, all the Ember that I'm going to be using, that's actually almost full. I'm going to set up the melter. All right, because I want the melter to be here, kind of in the middle. Because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to set geologic separator. And then I need the stamp base. Because I basically need more fluid pipes, but I don't have any more frost steel. So I have to make some more frost steel. So I'm going to basically take this guy, and we'll kind of see this guy in action here. And what I did is, so when this guy creates things, either nuggets or ingots or whatever, then he spits it out into the world. And so that's why I have this magnet barrel that's gonna just catch everything. And then he's just set on collect everything. But eventually I will set it to only collect like ingots or nuggets or whatever, because that's what this guy is creating. He's creating ingots. So okay, so now the last thing that he needs is he needs Ember, and he is going to need. I think I can just drop stuff in. I think that works. And then he needs a lever. Aha! And we're working. So now Frost Steel does not have a extra output from the geologic separator, so that's why he's just doing the regular thing. And then he is going to need Ember as well. Okay, so now he has liquid in him. I think I can see it. Uh-oh. Oops. Yes, so you can see the liquid in him. And there we go. Now he only has 30 buckets in him right now, 30 millibuckets in him, because it made 1 ingot and then 3 nuggets. And he obviously can't press that into an ingot. But what we can do is we can just make a little bit more. So if I make 2 more, then that should end up with a full extra ingot. There we go. So now I can turn this guy off, and now I can now I can make an extra emitter as well. I will need that, and then I also need some more of those liquid pipes, fluid pipes. Fluid pipes. Oh, I need goo. All right, I'll be right back. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the centrifuge to make dawnstone, and dawnstone is frost steel and copper mixed together. So what I'm going to do Okay, so I'm going to create a fluid extractor here. And this is where all my frost steel is going to go, into this thing right here. And then I think I have to make that go like that. And this is going to go here. It's going to be a fluid extractor here, pipe here. And then this is, the hammer is the wrench, so I can just, oh, no, I need to have that. But I need to do this. That way this takes the molten frost steel, puts it right into this tank here, and then this will go into here. We need a lever. And then I will need the geologic separator for this because not for the frost steel. Right, this should start pulling. Yep, so that's the frost steel. But the geologic separator, when I start melting that, when I start melting the copper, I will get free. Okay, so when I start getting stuff out of the geologic separator, it'll go straight into my stamp base, and then from there it'll automatically get picked up. Right? And so this is just going to take some time because so the centrifuge is a one-to-one type of situation with the copper to frost steel. So I want to make sure that I have like equal things in the tank. So that's why I put exactly a stack in here of the frost steel. And so once this is all done cooking up, I'll put exactly a stack of the raw copper as well. So I'll be back once this is done cooking, and then I start the new start the copper cooking. Okay, so my frost steel finished. So a stack of frost steel made 7.68 millibuckets of frost steel, molten frost steel. So not bad, not bad. I should get the exact same amount for the copper. So I disconnected of this pipe from here. And then I will toss this in here, and this should start cooking. Because this is copper, the primary output should go in here, and it should make copper. Let's find out. Yep, molten copper, perfectly. Perfect. And then over here, I should be getting, hopefully getting some gold. I will probably end up with like an odd number of gold or an odd number gold because like, it's going to take 90 millibuckets to make one ingot. And if that's the case, then I can just throw a stamp on here and it'll be fine. It'll just, it'll change the stamp from an ingot to a nugget and it'll just spit out a couple nuggets. But now I have copper tanks here. I threw a fluid dial on here, and if you look, you can see that this only has one number. Where if I throw that fluid dial down below here, you can see that it tells you what each direction has as far as fluids. So this tells me that since this is mixing things together, the input goes in the bottom, the output is going to come out the top. So I have here a fluid extractor, and then I also I made a tank upgrade for this copper backpack here, and so it can hold 20 buckets, and I can this way I can just pick it up, bring it over here, and then stick that on here, and it'll spit out the into the ingots, and so it'll take that molten dawnstone that I'm gonna create, and I'll be able to actually do something with it. That way I don't have to write. I could route like a big pipe over here, but I'm still really limited on my frost steel, so I need to kind of conserve that a little bit. All right, so I'll be back once everything is finished cooking up here. I do want to make sure that I have all the numbers are even, because otherwise I have to I don't I don't want there to be like extra fluid in here. I want them to be perfectly even, because the Dawnstone is a 1-to-1. So if it's not even, then I'll have to do something to pull it out. I don't even know. All right, so the melter is all done. It's made all my copper, and it looks like we have the correct ratio here, 7680, 7680. And then, like I said, we do have a little bit of extra gold. Looks like I was 10 millibuckets off. But we'll just throw that down there. And now it'll start creating some nuggets. So, I mean, out of a stack of copper, I got almost 7 ingots of gold. Not bad for, I mean, it's free, right? Great. And so now what we'll do is I'll turn that off. And now I need to basically insert all this copper into the centrifuge. And so now this is filling up. So I have 85 ingots in there. Looks like it took everything. So frost steel, copper, I think. Do I have this? Oh, you know what? I bet that this, because remember this thing is weird about sides. Here we go. So like the bottom can only take fluids. It can't take energy, and so the top can only take energy, and then it spits out the Dawnstone. All right, and then I just want to make sure that my pipes are not connected at all, because I don't want to like try and get these things stuck in different pipes. So, okay, so I've already made 2 buckets of Dawnstone. It's going straight into the backpack, And I do have 20 buckets of space in here. I think I said, yeah, so these can only hold 8 buckets each, and they weren't even full. So I should have plenty of space in here for all the Dawnstone. And I mean, that seems right. Okay, there's no fluid in any of these things. So this is ingots, so this should make ingots. Didn't pull it out of the backpack and stick it in the geologic separator. Perfect. This is what I wanted to see. And Dawnstone. I should be able to. Uh, oh. All right, I'm gonna turn this off because apparently I can't. Because I need to make plates. I need to make plates, but apparently I can't stick them through my create machine. And I don't want to do this because this uses twice as many. So I need to go make a plate stamp real fast. It's just... Okay, so now the real question is how many... What do I need Dawnstone plates for? I need 1 for the exchange tablet. I need 4 alchemy pedestals. That's 9. Maybe I'll make like 10 or so. Like I can always reclaim them, right? Because it's 1 ingot's worth, so I can always just melt it down again. It's just I just don't want to if I don't have to. Okay, and throw the ingot stamp back on there. Okay, I got 12 of these guys, so. But now what I can do is I can use the Dawnstone ingots to do things like make stack upgrades or make a Dawnstone upgrades for storage. I can make ashen goggles. This is interesting. These are kind of like the tinker's goggles or the engineer's goggles for create. So as we're looking through the quests, we see that I now have Dawnstone. That's great. This is going to be helpful for like upgrading like backpacks and creating like storage upgrades and stuff. The next piece of Embers is going to be using the exchange tablet, alchemy pedestals, and the beam cannon to basically do like alchemy. And that's going to let me get into the Forlorn Hollows. However, I don't want to get into the Four Hollows yet. That's not going to be the next. That's not going to be the next one that I want to go to. The next dimension I want to go to. The next place I need to go is going to be the magnetic caves, I think. But now I have, because I have these, I can create a better backpack. And then I can also make the storage controller. All right. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. We've sorted out most of Embers Rekindled and kind of progressed our way through. We have a little bit more to do with the transmutation table and the alchemy catalyst and everything like that. But that'll be a topic for another time. I don't know if we'll get to it next time or not. But... All right. Well, thanks for watching. If you have any tips or tricks or questions or anything, feel free to stick them down in the comments, and I'll see you later. Take care.